Death God 6660 just says, it's been a while since I have seen your beautiful and amazing stream. Kamito underscore SW0 says, you're muted.
I heard from the math teacher that the gym teacher is sick again.
Okay, now it works. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know, Kamito. I said, hi, Dev God. Thank you for the compliment. And hi, it's been a while. How are you? And come to a nice 8-month stream time. How has it been to be my mod for 8 months? Okay, where do I head?
Kamito underscore SW0 says, 6. Death God 6660 says, I'm good just relaxing after a ton of wedding.
Ton of
Kamito
wedding?
Underscore SW0 says, 6 months.
6 months. Ah, I thought it said 8. Sorry.
Kamito underscore SW0 says, also are on the current story.
We are currently on 4.2
says,
still.
me and my girlfriend are getting married after being together for 16 years.
Oh my god, congratulations! Tell her I said hi.
Kamito underscore SW0 says, for point to good. Kamito underscore SW0 says, cause I haven't catch up to 4.3.
No, this is 4.2. I haven't caught up to 4.3 either yet.
Death God 6660 says, when I asked her to marry me, she said, WTF took you so long to ask me, MFLOL.
I like your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is nice, because that's true.
Himeko, there you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those.
Death God 6660 says, 16 years and 2 kids later than finally getting married.
2 kids?
You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
What made you hesitate for so long?
Death God 6660 says, I told her a joke and she started laughing her butt off.
Wait. I want to know. I want to know what took you so long to decide. What was it? What made you suddenly go, I want married?
Says, I told her after we get married, she will be my ex-girlfriend.
That's a classic one. That's a classic one. But yeah, why did you wait for so long? Why did you just suddenly decide I want to marry this woman after 2 kids and 16 years?
I sent you a dozen messages and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was?
Yeah, we know that. Chill.
But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide.
He's such a interesting dad. I kind of like him.
Preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. To think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates.
Oh, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
Oh, Warlord Himiko. She's getting a new form though.
6 Oda says, I couldn't figure out a good way to propose to her after watching a ton of YouTube videos on memorable ways, so I said to myself, F it, I'm just going to ask her to marry me.
Ah, that's cute. That's cute. You tried so hard. You tried so hard. Actually, I have a funny story about two of my friends. So, I doubt that they will mind me as long as I don't say their names. So, I have two friends. One is a girl, one is a guy. They have been dating for, I think, 3 years.
6 Oda says, it only took me 14 years to do it.
No, but these two friends have been dating for 3 years or something like that. And, the girl wanted to ask the guy out. So she prepared, like, around his birthday that someone would take him away, or, what was it again? Oh, no, they would need help taking care of their dog or something like that. So they arranged that. And 2 days prior, like, she made a dish. She was going to make dinner. She got him a nice engagement gift. And 2 days prior, she was just chilling with him on the couch or the kitchen or something like that, and he just randomly asked, like, "Do you want to marry me?" And then he sprinted out, took out his engagement gift because he already had it prepared for in case he wanted to marry her. And she was just like, what am I going to do now? I had plans for 2 days. I had plans for 2 days. Am I not going to be able to propose now? And he said, no, you can. So they still did it. They still did it. But they got together and they both said yes. And to each other. It was just the funniest thing though. It was the cutest thing.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Death God 6 Oda says, my happiest time was 17 years ago, LOL.
What'd you say? My happiest time was 17 years ago. Why are you marrying then? I got it, Grandpa.
Stop. Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course.
Got it, Grandpa. I will protect our waifu.
I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the questioning to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Foolish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago.
Death God 6 Oda says, she just gave me the look like you're going to sleep on the couch, LOL.
You're gonna sleep on the couch, yeah. Hi, Miss Girlfriend, if you're watching.
I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
I don't like how they say his name.
6 Oda says, she knows better because if she tries anything, I won't cook for her ever again, LOL.
The cooking Fred. So you're the cook in the couple. That's good, Fred.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the dean, I should have met up with
Death
her
God
more often
6660
and tried
says
harder to soothe
she is
the
not
wounds
allowed to
within her.
cook because we don't need to call the fire department.
You really need all the details. The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought, but I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name,
Death God
I thought
6660
to
says
myself,
even my daughter won't eat her cooking.
Oh God.
if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter?
I still find it kind of sad he thought his daughter was dead for 15 years. And had to find out through a report on the Astro Express that there was a navigator named Himiko.
"15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed. There had been a terrible accident on campus, and my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything. Because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again.
Death God
during the Fantasy Moon
6660
Games.
says, well, Jumbo Mega Cutie, I need to get ready for hell work, but I hope you have a great rest of your stream, lovely and amazing lady.
Thank you. You have a good time at work. Or good luck. However you want to interpret it. Bye-bye.
That's why I immediately flew here when I
Death
heard about
God
the full Fantasy
6660 says, Death 38
Once
love,
again,
Death 38 love,
I was
Death
too late.
38 love, Death 38
Some
love.
man called Sparksy had turned the campus upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension.
Hey, I want to be a student here. I want to be an art student.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
Aww.
You should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
Oh my goodness, I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to? Foolish. A poor child who survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart, and becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
The IPC, it always tracks back to the IPC.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
Teacher, the gym teacher is sick again.
The new Herald of Death is real! They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Dovebrook. He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over?
What are you, scared? If he really comes, I'm live streaming the whole thing and getting all the clout for it. Who needs leave after that? I'll just quit school altogether.
You're stupid.
He already murdered hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
Hundreds? Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus. I don't feel too good about this. We should get out of here.
If we help the Express Gang, there's a chance we might get featured in The Fluffy.
You're seriously obsessed with becoming famous.
Yeah, he is, and it's stupid.
Club's looking for new members. Anyone interested?
Nice movement, bro. Where do I go?
We have all the clues we need, and the culprit is...
The atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
If you only knew how he met Evanescia, like sticking fucking her hand out and like her upper body, and then pulling us in from within.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research.
Wait, what? Wasn't Gravity Academy supposed to be an art school?
Miss Dolly mentioned that Fullwish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out this is where she went.
Kamito underscore
Let's go chat with the
SW0 admin
others.
says, BTW.
Yeah.
Kamito underscore SW0 admin says, can you turn up the audio?
Sure.
Kamito
Let me-
underscore SW0 admin says, for the game.
I can do that.
Kamito underscore SW0 admin says, it's a bit low.
Let me see if I can do anything. There's a new multiplayer mode. Where's the fucking... This... Language settings. Sound settings. Is this better?
Kamito underscore SW0 admin says, try interacting.
Is this? Did they really have to put this here?
Kamito underscore SW0 admin says, okay, good.
Nice.
Well, did you find anything? Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild.
Oh, not the Intelligence Guild.
Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC.
Wasn't that true?
Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident.
Bullwish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet, after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
No one is... Well, they do say is innocent until proven guilty, but... this is too suspicious.
I know the guys from the Strategic Investment Department have been nice to us, but whenever something bad goes down in the cosmos, the first thing everyone thinks is the IPC did it, right?
Yes and no. We got also the Antimatter Legion. But the IPC does seem to be frequently come up into mild, chaotic moments. Not as bad as the fucking Antimatter Legion or the destruction. But... because we haven't fought... oh no, we have fought the Aventurine. But Aventurine had a different goal than destructing the planet. He was trying to prove a point that you can... was it you can die or can die in freaking in the dreamscape? I don't remember anymore. It was so long ago. Anyways, he was trying to prove a point and gain pretty much an advantage over Sunday.
Himeko, do you think Pearl might be planning something nasty for this Phantom Moon Games too?
As a member of the IPC, Pearl clearly won't reveal everything she knows to us. However, I'm inclined to believe she bears us no ill will. After all, the crisis Fullwish might be plotting would completely overturn the IPC's order here, and that would serve her no benefit. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery?
I don't know. I think this is just a weird thing. Does Evanescia have anything to do with it because it's the abundance? No. Because Evanescia... well, Evanescia knows everything. What's going on in the games. But she doesn't tell us because it would defy the rules. Oh, wait a minute, I need to take medicine. I'm back.
If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
I don't think she wants an honest talk. After the last patch with the creepy ass thing with Asheville and Kojima, I don't think she's open for an open talk, Himiko. I think she's going to creep the fuck out of you.
Contact Full Wish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know.
See?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Full Wish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's. Full Wish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle.
That's concerning me, Miko. Ow! Thanks, Mom, for the 100 bits. Thanks, Mom, for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, Ma. I wonder why the Twitch integrated showing system is not working. I wanted to figure that out.
The passion in her eyes, and if she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Full Wish is walking a dangerous path right now, and the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I will go with you.
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before—
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
Oh god, we're gonna get trauma dumped again, aren't we? I will just teleport.
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle. It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original places.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Full Wish?
That's Full Wish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived.
Foolish!
Everyone from the Astral Express and Himeko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
Full Wish.
Himeko, you recognized me at just a glance. I thought Himeko was at school like the rest of us that day. When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himeko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive and living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order. Himeko, do you know 15 years have passed? And my wounds have mostly healed. Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Ziania, Mia, and so many others. "15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again."
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself? You intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying. I would advise everyone to think twice before making rash accusations. As a media professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions.
Foolish fucking bitch.
At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here, it really adds a wonderful dramatic flair. To the audience watching from your screens, you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody game. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them, all in exchange for a single full meal. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles
Oi!
as we applaud and cheer for them.
How about you admit you're a supplicant yourself?
Shitty Ninja says, good morning.
God promised us.
Good morning. How are you, Shitty?
No, absolutely not.
Shitty Ninja says,
The
just got a
Master
French
would
Fortnite
never
ad.
be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, they granted me.
Why French? You're not even French.
Everyone on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants, and it was certainly not the IPC.
Shitty
Right
Ninja
here,
says,
as
I'm
the
doing
herald
all
of
right,
death
melting in the
approached,
sun right now.
step by step.
Nice.
Shitty Ninja says, ha ha ha, because I am in
Master
France.
of elation.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're friends.
They allowed me to escape with my life. And when I was trapped in a small room, consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me. To bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile.
Shitty Ninja says, how
I,
are things
Foolish,
here?
survivor of the blood.
Things are good. We're playing Honkai 4.2. 4.2.
Fantas Moon Games. In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia. Himiko, don't frown. Smile. I will bring happiness to you too, just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Fantas Moon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit. We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Full Wish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all supplicants.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits you. We're not going.
You can refuse, of course, but then, under the gaze of billions of viewers, you must accept your public image as frauds
Shitty
deceiving the
Ninja
world
says,
and
I'm
cowards
sorry.
with guilty
Who is that character
consciences."
with the Jigglypuff hat?
Jigglypuff hat. My VTuber? Which character are you talking about? In the game or my VTuber?
Shitty Ninja says, haha no, the pink hat.
Oh, that's our main character.
Shitty Ninja says, in-game.
That's the main character. That's Stell. That's the cosmetic you can get. Back when Sarvini was on the banner.
Since you believe you represent what is right.
And spend enough money.
The stage is set. Come and perform this final act.
Shitty
that will
Ninja
determine
says,
the future
wait,
of the
really?
Arcadia
I need
with
that.
me. Or simply leave.
It might come back, because Sarvini is coming back soon, so it might come back.
Darn it. Are we just going to let Full Wish walk away?
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions. Let's leave here and return to the Express.
Told you Himiko it was not a wise idea.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report. We're continuing our exclusive coverage. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news. The head of our station, Lady Foolwish, has officially announced that she will be entering the Fantas Moon Games as a supplicant.
At the same time, Lady Foolwish has announced a blockbuster special! The end of a century TV debate! She is inviting supplicants to the Foolwish TV studio to discuss and debate the topic, what kind of future will the Fantas Moon Games bring to this world?
What a magnificent topic! At a time when supplicants from beyond the sky are brazenly suppressing and insulting our local heroes, finally, a supplicant has appeared who truly cares about and represents the citizens of plain Arcadia.
Can I murder them? They are fucking disgracing my image.
Too true! Ever since these Fantas Moon Games began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up everywhere. First, the famous streamer Sparksy tried to spread a mimetic virus. Then the nameless of the Astral Express clashed with the Daybreak Squadron, causing severe damage to Lookout Cloud and the Skyline Express line.
With so many accidents happening, you really can't help but wonder, are we seeing a repeat of the Bloodstained games from 15 years ago?
You got that right! Speaking of the bloodstained games 15 years ago. Miss Fullwish herself was a survivor of that tragedy. She's come such a long way, never once letting her painful past keep her down. A true legend of resilience. Now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant. She must be here to stop the tragedy from repeating itself and to reclaim the peaceful days this world deserves from the hands of supplicants from beyond the sky.
Will she be able to shoulder the wishes of all playing Arcadia and set this game right again after it's spiraled out of control? Let's wait and see.
Ugh, so shameless. Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other internally?
I see. Fullwish actively issued a challenge.
Damn, the new voice actor from Welt is really getting a good grasp on his voice.
I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Fullwish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Fullwish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
I accept her challenge.
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
Yeah. No choice but to go.
I'll go, but not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience. But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you. Wait.
No.
Do you mean...
Sunday!
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantas Moon Games by Yao Guang, he hasn't returned for days. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate is a while.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with. Fullwish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask. Her claim might just be a glorified way of saying the tavern sent her an invitation. But that phrasing reveals that she is likely a masked fool. If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Fullwish as a fool. Just like
how we track down the clues about SparksyCon.
Sparksy. Will she stand on our side? Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down, the game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here. This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality, a mark of who I was in life.
Wait, you were immortal before?
I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantasmoon games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the elation and the abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantasmoon games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the Laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps. Some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the Laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far, and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is or what he's after. We're here now. So what do you plan on doing?
Who is Aha? I want to know so badly. Because they keep referring to, like, normally they refer to eons as they. But they keep saying he in this instance. And I'm so like, who is it? If it's Sampo, I'm gonna fucking riot. If we get a fucking Sampo Koski SP 5-star edition, I'm going to know. I'm going to riot.
Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
Because the thing is, as well, it could be Sampo, because Sampo is Nihility in its originality, and the story of Aha being, like, at the top of Nihility, staring into the dark gaze, and then just hearing a baby cry, and then laughing, and as to bring light to the world. Bringing pretty much happiness into the world. It makes sense that he would be Nihility first, and then go on to Elation. But he has kind of two powers combined. But the question is, what was he doing on Billablock? Was he trapped there? Was he... I need so many answers. Also, how did Sparkle get his mask? That would be the fucking worst joke you could have as a Eon of Elation.
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance, no?
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair.
I'm gonna need another Coke. This is not gonna be shit. I don't ship Yang Wang with fucking Venetia.
So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chirp away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox, I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive.
Berkeley, yes.
It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also a dangerous variable.
I swear that mask is fucking creepy as fuck.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel.
This is gonna be the train.
Here we are.
Already? Wait. Why are we at this station?
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that build-up, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Phantom Moon Games. For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
You're a great general of the Xianzhou, for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
To be honest, I don't know how she gets around. She disappears and appears everywhere.
Fine.
Okay, I might chip this actually.
In my life, I finally know what it feels like to be the fool.
The train bound for Seafeld City is arriving at the station.
Hey, you got any money on you? Spot me a ticket, would ya?
That's the second time.
You haven't said a word the whole way, Xianzhou Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your
Also, I
mind?
got my Yaguang build, and I got my Silver Wolf level 99. 999 builds. Sort of. She can be better, but she's kind of built.
After casting divinations 1,000 times,
Now I
one
just
may
need to build
learn to keep a
Venetia.
still heart. Yet,
And then I have a
each foreseen
complete
omen of
team
doom still clouds
for
the infinite
Elation,
gathering
and I can fucking tell Nana that I fucking got her chi.
That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed, yet worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today. It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire.
Wait, what?
The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed, and the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. She told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
Gravia?
It seems she succeeded.
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon Games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity, naturally the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Cienjo native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you. Miss Evanesia, what to you is a game to be savored?
All right then. Next up, I'm entering brooding in edgy serious mode.
That won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanesia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look. Odd. Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Yellow Ducky Nibble's flagship store! The childhood treat your childhood's childhood grew up on!
Where am I supposed to go? I hear a chest. Oh, it's right in front of my nose.
Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Plain Arcadia!
Don't murder people ever. Don't murder people.
Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
We won't let anyone ruin this serenity. Come on, ma'am. We have a flag with us. You'll feel better in no time.
Their emotions are so synchronized. It's like they rehearsed it. This
That's
kind
creepy.
Of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
What was that noise?
Their smiles sent shivers down my spine. Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Showing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
No, sadly she is not.
Hey, so do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
Evanesia is still being a fangirl.
You... What are you so happy about?
She's being a fangirl, don't worry
Just
about
look
it.
at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone
Excuse
can tell
me?
you're not from around here.
Her hair's natural, thank you very much.
Hey, jerk! It's not dyed. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait, what happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
No, that's concerning.
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Yaguang, your little sister has ears that you do not.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species.
I don't like being called out.
Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of Ploos to toss you both into the sea as fish food.
Wait, it's there? How do I get it?
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Welcome! Come try our happiness soda. One sip, and you'll be as lucky as Director Full Wish all day long.
Why is it always Full Wish? Doesn't she work in media? What's that got to do with soda?
Oh, you're an outsider. You would know. Director Full Wish is Seafeld City's pride and joy. She grew up just a street over. She's a true daughter of Seafeld. Can you imagine? After that terrible disaster 15 years ago, that child lost her whole family. Just a little kid. Truly heartbreaking. But she did herself proud. She pulled herself through it all, relying on sheer grit and optimism. Full Wish TV, back then it was still called Seafeld TV, even produced a special documentary about her called A Smile Against Adversity. And now, despite all her success, she hasn't forgotten to bring happiness to everyone. It's just amazing.
Do you really feel happy right now?
Of course! Just look at how happy I am. It's all thanks to the Research Society of Happy Smiles and Miss Full Wish. She not only supports the local economy, but she's brought with her a positive attitude toward life. We can all be just like her. Forget about all those painful memories from the past and just be happy every single day. Well, if you ask me, only someone who's come from suffering like her can truly want what's best for all of us. She's the one who could deal with all those outsider supplicants running amok and bring glory to our people. Come on, why don't you try some? It's on the house. You simply have to experience the unique taste of happiness that we have here in Seafeld.
I don't trust it.
To make you forget all your troubles.
A wheel slip? This one's a lucky wheel too.
Isn't that a good thing?
Bid farewell
to painful memories and embrace the eternal now. Let the smile of happiness become your only truth. Follow Master Fullwish's path, embrace rebirth, and you and I can both become the happiest people in this Arcadia.
How very strange. No matter how many times I perform the divination, the signs hovering above the passers-by in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace.
Does that mean they are just gonna be okay with the catastrophe that's coming?
Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry. This entity is far too faint. I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery. Just look at the spectacle the Smile Society is putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said, "Fortune rests upon misfortune."
A great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss. If there really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place.
What does that mean? Does that mean that the Eon of the Hunt will... I keep thinking of Wild Hunt for Genshin, but I need to... Does that mean that the Hunt Eon will fucking use Lux Arrow?
Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Phantasm Moon Games, former referee, I mean, when faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap Foolish dead out of nowhere?
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. We're almost there.
Attention visitors, please keep off the grass and refrain.
Is this it? You keep the sacred instrument out here in broad daylight? Aren't you worried someone might make it disappear?
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go. As for my precious measuring instrument, do you really think I'd just leave it lying around in the middle of nowhere?
With all due respect, there is no path ahead. I get it. It's probably just an optical illusion. Extraordinary beings like you always love pulling that "the path only opens to the destined" trick. What's next? A secret passphrase? Do I find a stone matrix and jump through it? Or maybe... Do you sing a little song, wave your hand, and the trees just obediently stand up and split into 2 neat rows?
I'm no woof woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill. A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside. We made a deal. As long as I play my song, the fog will disperse.
Oh, don't tell me I actually legitimately have to. Can I not just... No, I don't trust it.
That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
I don't like this. There we go.
Here we are.
How do I... You know what? I think we've streamed for long enough. we've been live for 1.5 hours, and as a comeback stream, that's kind of for me long enough. I don't want to work through myself. I'm still a bit sick and stuff like that, so let's hope I can get more. I need to play Elder Ring again with Celine. First, we're gonna catch up to the story, though. That's right, too. I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Actually, I might stream again. If I feel well enough. See y'all then. Bye bye. Until next time. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, of course, timer. See y'all next time. Bye bye.